Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to Black Desert EU Beta, and today we're going to take a look and have a little play around with and most likely have some, well, you'll see in the character creation. Now normally in an MMO doing a video on character creation is a little bit sort of, seriously, you just toggled some sliders and then pressed OK. It's not crazy. Whereas Black Desert's character creation is so exemplary that it needs its focus. It really does. It is, honestly, I think the best character creator in any game I've ever played in any genre. And quite frankly, there is almost too much stuff you can do. You can do too many things. You know, if you feel like it, you can cover everything in lots of goo. That could go wrong in so many ways, but I guess at least you can't get CC'd if you're all slippy, because you can just slide out of the hold, and then the Berserker's not going to grab you, because, I mean, that's just disgusting. I should stop thinking about this. So, initially then, you've got this nice little background, it's all good, the characters really pop in their incredibly detailed models and armor, and you choose your class, and they all do their fun little flippy, actiony things as they come storming in, and it gets you kind of vibing, going for it, and then we got, you know, just the Gandalf class. So I'm going to make a sorcerer, because I like sorcerer in the previous beta, and I've not got one yet in this one, so let's have a little bit of a create. So the first thing you'll notice is a lot of things around the screen. Yes, they are nicely arranged in little pop-out bubbles, but there's a lot of information to get yourself used to. You've got choose your star sign. It's a little bit flavorful. We're going Black Dragon. Black Dragon for someone who uses Black Shadow magic. I think that makes sense. And then you've also got UI on and off, because what the cool thing is about this character creator is it's a fantastically powerful tool for taking fantastic custom screenshots of a character and really just having a lot of fun, being incredibly creative and just enjoying it as like a fantasy character creator simulator and spending hours doing this without ever setting foot in game. It really is that powerful of a tool. You can also force the character to center their head on you, because, you know, everybody does need that. So we got weather then, because, you know, this is of course very necessary for when you want to get that lighting just right to make your character pop, you know, for when you're getting that perfect look. And it's a weird thing to me. I've never seen this before, but it's nice, isn't it, to be able to really get a good idea of the look and contrast of your character. I like that, I do. So let's get into the meat of it then. We've got our hair shapes. You've got your standard choose what hairstyle you like. I mean, the hair models themselves are really well done and fantastic. I mean, just fabulous. Look at that wavy hair, isn't it just the best? I mean, I know I'd rock the hell out of that hair. If I had her hair, well, I'd just be unreasonably sexy. Saying that is like one of the most unsexy things. I'd be unreasonably. Either way, let's focus, shall we? So the main difference, apart from the fact that obviously you can choose the colour, but what's actually cool, let's say if I wanted a little bit, let's go for a little bit dark purple, and then we wanted that, and get up the dye right there, and we'll tint the ends white, and then maybe we'll have a little bit of a red tint on top. You can really get creative with the colour, a lot more so than in other MMOs, but this here is where things start to get good, or potentially terrible, depending on your opinion. So what Black Desert will let you do is control every single modicum of your character, starting with their hair. So you can go around the entire hair and choose the exact way you want it to sit, you want it to look, where you want it to be placed, every single little area, and it's just a very powerful thing to be able to do. Now, yes, you can end up doing some not as good stuff. Like if we go to rotate here and then we go for the, yes, I'll have the old hair covering my mouth look. I think that's a pretty dapper look. I'm excited about that. I cannot wait to be running around the world of Black Desert. It's me, the hair mouth. I think perhaps there's a point where you just need to be like, no, stop it. That's not what we need. So instead, we'll just leave a permanent flick forward, because I'm pretty sure that looks cool. And then, actually, another thing you can do, for those of you that enjoy your hair being all curly, you can just make it go mental with curls. Now, it doesn't look, hey, there we go. I mean, look, it just looks like someone electrified her real quick and left her very frizzy. So we'll take them back down, shall we? So yeah, you can do a lot of cool stuff with the hair, and it's awesome, but you can also very easily, mess it up. Let's go to the face. You got your basic face type, but that doesn't really matter. You just want to choose the basic one to work with. You got your skin tones, of course, that's expected. You've got your makeup that you want, because, you know, I do know a lot about makeup, obviously. I'm very skilled in the art. We're going to make a fantastically incredible looking character here. Don't you worry about it. We're going to make it incredibly reflective. We're going to make it shiny. We're going to make it cover a massive area. I think that's definitely the way to go here. Look at this. This is where it's at. We'll go for a nice strong green. Yeah, green. And then we'll get our eyebrows and get all them going. I mean, very, very basic stuff that you're... Well, I guess not really that basic. Just being able to edit this kind of thing. So we'll have shiny green eyebrows. That's what we want. And then, it's just ridiculous. So we will make her blush, but on her eyes instead of her cheeks, look. So looks like she's just been bleeding a lot underneath her eyes. That's the way to go there. And then, of course, finally, you've got, look at that. Oh, man. Let's go with black. There we go. Looking good. Got a nice little look going on. And then you can also mess with all of this stuff. I mean, it's not fantastically changing your character, but it's just nice to be able to adjust it, you know? Just nice to be able to properly see what's going on. So then we move on once again. You can put tattoos all over their face, and that's all good. Edit them how you want, and then you can get really wrinkly if you want to be an old person, if, you know, that tickles your fancy. I'm not gonna judge. And then you've got various poses that you can put them in. Look at that. Isn't she not just a beauty? But then we have the real cool meat of it. So you've got all of these areas that you can adjust at will. Now, instantly, those of you who played Fallout, it is very Fallouty, but this is by far and away a lot more extensive, and this one did, at least was playable to players first, so make of it what you will. We don't need to have that kind of discussion. Okay, so we got that going for us. We definitely want to, like, smush her nose over there, make it look like she got into a really, really big scrap and just basically broke everything, just every part of her. Then if we move that up, move that down, that looks good, make it a very wide mouth. So as you can see, what I mean by you can do a lot. You can do a massive amount. You can even rotate it round as you do, just in case. And then you can adjust the sizes on everything. So we'll probably make that, yeah, there we go. So you can imagine if you spend a lot of time doing this, just how ridiculous you can make a character. You can make it your perfect character. Voice, unlike most MMOs, isn't just female 1, female 2, female 3. You just choose the pitch of it and then you're done. It's nice, it's simple, it works. And then we get to the body. Now, as you can see, you can do exactly the same thing you can do with the face, and of course, accompanied by world-class jiggle physics. When, you know, if an MMO has got jiggle physics, it's the best game in the world. I'm pretty sure that is the metric. So can just start messing with all sorts of stuff. Some meaty legs there. And we will bring that in there. See what we can do. In fact, we'll just get the sliders. There we go. You know, obviously, you know, needs to go absolute maximum. I think that's definitely the way we need it. Just make the arms really as long as possible, the hands as long as possible. You can even edit individual parts of the fingers if you're really wanting it. Give a little bit of a giraffe neck syndrome going on. Really extend those shoulders. And yeah, I think we've got a pretty nice character going on here. And then, of course, she needs to be incredibly muscled. There you go. Get that tone going on. And then I think, yeah, we'll have nice, bright stars going down her body. That seems to be a nice way. And then what you can do, coupled with the toggle UI, is actually pose the character in any way that you want. So we'll just, I think that looks good. Yeah, we'll put this over here. Maybe bring this leg back. She can be like a kung fu? Yes, a kung fu, because I guess she does look a little bit gorilla-like in her martial arts. And then turn this back around there. We'll get the head going on, make this fully rotate. There we go. So she can be rocking the back breaking look. Yeah, there we go. Can individually adjust everything here. Yep, there we go. That's what we like to see. And we'll bring this one all the way back. Rotate the heel so it's breaking itself. And I think this is the pose. This is the pose right here. This is it. This is what we're doing. And of course, you can save your favorite poses for later. So just think, we can now take a screenshot of our beautiful character. Look what we've done. We've made this ourselves. So now she's back in armor. So the posing is just on the actual posing itself. And then you have a various selection of clothes to look at them in. Let's have a... Oh, there we go. I think we've definitely found her look. And then you have these, which now I'm laughing and I'm making something stupid and I'm, you know, deliberately doing moronic things, but you can see from this happening how powerful and ridiculous a character creator tool it is. And you can start doing stuff like this, make a pose as you want with her ridiculously long arms, but then you can also do cool stuff like make her get combat-y and actually show off some moves, which is really nice for character creation because you can get a feel for how your character will actually operate and look in combat, which is really, really badass. And, well, it's hard to look badass when you look like that I will admit, but you know, generally speaking, you can do a lot with this. Let's have a look what number 3 is. Here we go. Oh, that one was pretty cool. Look at that. And you got a lot of them to do. So yeah, guys, I think that's definitely a character that we can all be proud of. I mean, she definitely oozes what I would say beauty is the way I'm going with this. Definitely a beautiful look there. And then obviously you call them what you want to call them, and into game you go with your fresh character made to look exactly like you. No, I'm not going to put a face cam on. So, yeah, there you have it. How just awesome is it? And obviously, it's the same for both genders. And I will do a video going over the classes more specifically. I'm sure you guys would... like that, and it works just the same way. And here we go, massive amounts of muscle. I think this is, look at that. It's just ridiculous. And then obviously you can do all the same things that you could before, but it seems a little bit, oh no, wait, there we go, chunky thighs. This is how it's going on. You just got to get used to it a little bit and see what you can do. And yep, there we go. Make him really as tall as humanly possible. He's just going to be like a 7-foot giant all up in here. And we could do the process again, but I think you've definitely got the point. So there you go, guys. Black Desert's ridiculous character creation. It's a lot of fun, and honestly, I could see myself doing character creation competitions. Who can come up with the most ridiculously, awesomely, or just terrible character all posed and screenshotty? I think that could be fun. So let me know what you guys think. Again, let me know what other content you'd like to see on this game. And yeah, my name's been Rage. Like if you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.